King of TV Bowling presents the Florence Bowling Center Super Shootout. Brought to you by Sam Adams. Pursue better. Hammer. Nothing hits like a hammer. Powerhouse, the professional's choice. CheapBowlingBalls.com. The only thing cheap is our prices. The Florence Bowling Center Pro Shop. Bring your game. And by Logo Infusion. The best bowling jerseys in the game. Good afternoon, everyone. Vic Amon here for another edition of the King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series. Today we are at the Florence Bowling Center, where we're going to have Steve and Tyler Walker facing off against Marty Shears. And Marty's going to start out for us on the left-hand lane, wasting no time, leaving the 1-3-6. Marty bowls at the Florence Bowling Center here in a men's league. And he is going head-to-head with one of the Cincinnati Snipers, Steve and Tyler Walker. This is going to be a scratch face-off here, as Marty brought that spare back early in this match. Steve looking to put some pressure on as he throws that multicolored phase that we saw last week. Good looking ball there in his first shot, leaving the half 10. Steve's going to change to a harder surface friction ball, straighten it out, and bring this one back. And he does so nicely. These guys are bowling on a modified house pattern today at the Florence Bowling Center. And yours truly here, I had the opportunity to bowl with Steve in the qualifier, and this pattern was tricky, folks. Don't let it fool you. Modified house or not, this is a tough center to get lined up at. But Steve's looking like he's got it dialed in here as he goes flushing the 1-3. Marty not wasting any time. Jumps right up there and puts one in the 1-2. So he just grabs his gear and goes. Let's see how that works out for him here in this next shot, as he has 20 in the first. He just gets right up there and goes, folks. He's wasting absolutely no time today. Good shot there. Got the scout coming up the sideboard, leaving the half 7. He's a little perplexed about that, but he's going to have to bring this spare back. As he's throwing his strike ball. And he stays clean. So he has 40 in the second with a spare up in the third. And let's see what Mr. Walker here has in store for us. As I stated, I had a chance to bowl at Steve and Nick Vogelsang today in the qualifier. And, well, I'll tell you what, they were tough, folks. To make the cut today, it was 675. And Steve with a great shot there. Snapping out that 10-pin. He's got a quick double and takes the lead in this match. We'd like to thank everybody that stopped on out to the Florence Bowling Center. We had another great turnout. And this was the first week of the 800 Series Bounty. Nobody was able to shoot 800 in a qualifier, so the $500 bounty is still in play. As Steve and Tyler Walker makes an excellent pitch, and he's got 3 in a row. But until the bounty is broken, we're going to keep running it. It's a $2 addition to your entry fee of $35. As Marty makes a critical mistake in this match. He dumped one in the channel, so He's going to have to regroup here and figure something out here quick. Let's see if he can hold 10 here. As he does so he brings the spare back. And at this point, Marty, he is currently at 50 in the third. Unfortunately, that gutter came on a spare, so he pretty much lost that mark. But it looks like he's got something going on here. Steven's going to go ahead and bowl here on the right-hand lane. And that's an absolutely ripped rack there by Steve. Let's get a look at that on the Samuel Adams Boston Lager replay. Head pin off the sideboard, and there was nothing left as he absolutely just shredded that rack. And it looks like the lefty here is ready to finish his frame. And he leaves a half 7. A little bit of confusion on the format here, but let's see if we can get this straightened out. As Marty changes balls here, see if he can bring the spare back and stay clean. And unfortunately, he hurried that one and dumped that one in the channel as well. So he goes 9 out in that frame. And that gives him 78 in the 5th. As he is on an open. Steven Tyler Walker, he's currently on a 4-bagger. Looking to make this 5 in a row as he is on cruise control. And that's another great shot there by Steve. As Marty just gets up there again and goes right through the heart, getting a pocket 4 count. Gotta say, I don't see too many of these anymore. He leaves the lefty Durbin with the 6-10. Looking to pick it up. And he only picks up the lefty Durbin, so he goes 8 out. So that's another open there. Marty needs to slow down a bit. I think he's in a bit of a hurry, or he's just off to the races for some reason. But makes another good shot there. So, you know, it's a hit or miss for Marty, I guess. He's a little bit of a freewheeler. But the scout missed here again, and he's going to have another 7-pin attempt. Let's see if he can bring this spare back and stay clean. Because at this point, he is pretty much all but done. And that one's going to pretty much stick the fork in him right there. 3 opens in a row as Steven Walker is pretty much going to cruise into this next match. Another one here, and it's adios, folks. Great shot there by Steve. Let's get a look at that one on the Samuel Adams Boston Lager replay. Almost a carbon copy of his previous replay. Steve's absolutely shredding racks right now. He has got a max potential of 290. And the way he's throwing the ball right now, I don't know if anybody's going to stop him. He's definitely changed up his look from what he had in practice. He was trying to play a little bit deeper inside line in practice, and he moved everything to the right, and he is blistering the pocket as he throws another one in there. And this match is all but over. Marty just going through the motions as he's got some things on his mind, but he's got to bring this spare back and make this somewhat respectable. See if he can cover up here. Another 7-pin. Yeah, all right. He brings that one back. So I think he's batting 2 for 4 on his 7-pins. 500 in baseball, but in bowling, that's going to give you a couple opens. As he just gets up there again and fires away. I mean, he's made a couple good pitches here and there. Just can't seem to get the pin carry that he needs. Possibly if he would have taken his time, maybe took a breath before each shot, or, you know, a little bit of a pause before he got up there and fired away, maybe he would have a little bit different result, but that's up for the bowling gods to decide. So as he brings that spare back, Steven looking to try and close this match out, as his potential is 290, and that's another great shot, folks. He is absolutely shredding the pocket today. So the Cincinnati Sniper coming down here in Florence is dominating in this first match. As he's getting set for his first shot in the 10th. That was a crusher there, folks. Flushing the 1-3. Ball finishing right over that 8-pin. As Marty is just kind of going through the motions. Steve with another good shot. Unbelievable, folks. He's got 10 in a row. One more will make 11, and he will shoot 290. Outstanding performance today by Steven Tyler Walker. Another blistered rack there. Awesome finish there, Steve. Great game. 290. As Marty finishes up, but your winner of match 1, Steven Tyler Walker, 290 to 152. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with match number 2. And now, a word from our sponsors.
It's back. Sweet, malty, delicious. Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
We're ignited by people who push boundaries, who are fiercely independent, who say, this can be better. The liberties of this country are founded on setting brush fires of freedom, the opportunity to do something that matters, and the relentless quest for a better future. So raise a glass to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
All right, folks, we are back, and we are getting set for match number 2 today at the Florence Bowling Center here in Florence, Kentucky, where we will have Dick Hanser facing off against Steven Tyler Walker. Dick electing to start this match out, and he's going to start on the left-hand lane today. As Dick gets a great break on his first shot, taking out the 10-pin. You probably recognize Mr. Hanser from last week. He faced off against Nolan White and had a great showing. And he's going to face another power player this week, fresh off a 290. As Steve makes a great first pitch, as he had 11 in a row there. He was going for the Verapapa 300, but he leaves the 10-pin. For those of you that don't know, Verapapa 300 is 12 consecutive strikes, no matter which game it's in or between games or connected games. Andy Verapapa for many years threw many a strike and had many a Verapapa-style 300 game. But he brings the spare back. And this is another scratch face-off today, folks. Although this is a handicap event, 80% of 220. As Steve makes a great pitch in the second frame. So he gets on the strike train again. We'll see if he's got another 290 in store for us. That's how he started the last one off. So he's got 20 in the first with a strike in the second. Dick Hanser with a strike up early, looking to make it a double. And he does, folks. Got the late break. And the 10-pin falls again. So Dick with a quick double. Putting the pressure on Steve early. Something he didn't see at all in that first match. Let's see if Mr. Hanser here can get 3 in a row. It's another great shot there by Dick Hanser. Dick's on the strike train, all aboard because he has turkey time. We'll see how Steve handles this early barrage by the crafty left-hander here. Another great pitch. Looks like this right-hand lane's starting to kill him as far as carry goes, as he left a lone 10-pin in the first match on this lane. He's gone back-to-back solid 10s. So, see if he can bring this back. And he flags the spare. Ouch. So he's digging himself a little bit of a hole here against Dick Hanser. Let's see if he can regroup and get back on. As he makes a little bit of an errant shot, tugged it through the face, leaving the Durbin, the 3-6-9-10. Very choppable. He's going to have to keep this clean here as he's already on an open. Let's see if he can bring the spare back as he changes balls. And he chops the Durbin, chops the 3-6 off the 10, going 9 out. So Steve going back-to-back opens here against Dick Hanser. I'll tell you what, folks, you know what they say on tour, when your opponent opens, you double up. So let's see what Dick Hanser has in store for Mr. Walker there. Dick with a great shot, but he leaves the half 7. He really could have jumped on him with both feet on that one, but he makes his spare. He'll be out to a comfortable lead early in this match. And he brings that one back. With that conversion, that gives him 79 in the third with a spare up in the fourth. Stephen Walker has 57 in the fourth and is on 2 opens. So Dick is in complete control of this match. The strike here will put him up over 40 pins. As he looks to get back on the strike train. Great shot there by Dick Hanser. Let's check that one out on the Samuel Adams Boston Lager replay. Head pin off the sideboard, takes out the 10, comes on back, and everything's already gone. So Dick Hanser putting some serious pressure on Stephen Walker. Let's see how he handles it. Good shot there again by Steve. This right-hand lane has just totally stopped carrying, as he leaves another 10-pin, this time a half 10. His previous 2 were solid 10 pins. Nonetheless, he's going to have to cover this up as he missed his last attempt over here. And he pulls it again, as Steve has 3 opens in a row. Not the string that you want, especially in a match against Dick Hanser, as he is continuously pounding the pocket. Steve is reeling right now. He has got to get a strike. And what do you, lo and behold, he goes through the face, leaving a bingo chip, another split, leaving the 4-6-7 split. And this one's tough to bring back, folks. So he is staring at 4 opens in a row here, as he gave it a valiant effort. The wheels have fallen off of this train, folks. He was looking like one of the favorites to run away with this today, and man, it's just it's amazing how humbling this game can be. You know, one minute you're on top of the mountain, and then the next you're falling off. As Dick goes light in the pocket, as he leaves the 3-6-9. Ball just not finishing for him. See, he's going to pull off his strike mark here and try and bring this spare back. As we hear Nolan White warming up on the right-hand side there. The cracking of the pins. That's the two-hander over there, folks. He's getting warmed up. As Dick brings that spare back in the 6th frame. He is currently at 129 with a spare up. Stephen Walker is at 75 in the 6th as he is on and open. So unfortunately this match is looking like it's going to go towards Dick Hanser's way as he strikes again. He is in complete control. But hats off to Stephen Walker. He had a good run today in qualifying and an awesome first game match. As yet he leaves an absolute another 10-pin on this right-hand lane. What do you do? I mean, you got to move your feet, you move up, you move back, do something. You have to try and change the trajectory of that angle going into the pocket, and he flags the spare again. Wow. Just one of them days, folks. That's 5 opens for Mr. Walker here. Hey, the bowling gods do show some mercy. So Steve shreds that rack. He gets off the schneid, applies the tourniquet, and stops the bleeding. Let's see if he can at least rally the troops here and make it somewhat respectable, as he can go out in the 170s. But he's got to go sheet to do it, as Dick goes shaker 10-pin there. But we know Steve can throw a flurry of strikes. He can still finish with the last 5 here. So he can finish with 174. But Dick brings that spare back. And it's just like a walk in the park for him right now. Absolutely no pressure on him. He's just got to stay in the building. Keep from crossing that foul line, and he will move on against Nolan White. As Dick's max potential is 249. That's another great shot there by Dick. Shredding the rack. These guys looking to finish this thing out here. And as Steven finally gets the 10 out, there we go. Made the adjustment, snapping out that 10. That was a great shot there by Steve, but it's going to be too little too late, as he can take this one all the way to the wall. He'll be at 174 if he so happens to do so here. But he will collect his check and move on to hopefully this Sunday. As we're going to have the Gilmore Lanes Sunday morning shootout at 1 p.m. Sunday. And the Coleraine Bowl Sunday night sweeper at 6:30. So hopefully we'll see him out at one of those 2 events, as he's looking to finish this thing out here. Leaving the solid 9. He'll be in the 160s. Got to chalk this one up for some bad luck, and Steve will definitely be back. So Dick looking to make this official here. As we stated, he can go out in 240s. As Steve posted, 162. Another good shot there by Dick Hanser, leaving the 7-pin. But Dick is going to move on today against the two-handed phenom from Franklin, Ohio, Nolan White, as he made the journey to the Florence Bowling Center tonight. We're going to get a little bit of a rematch from the previous week. So let's see if Dick Hanser can get some redemption in the championship match, as Nolan defeated him last week. Dick looking to close it out here with his fill. Crosses over to the Cincy side. But your final score of this match, Dick Hanser 218, Stephen Walker 162. All right, folks, we're going to take another quick commercial break here, and we'll be back with today's final.
At Sam Adams, we celebrate the independence that made us an original craft beer pioneer. We bring our best friends to work. We treat every day like Casual Friday. We take beer seriously, not ourselves. We brew beers we want to drink. We hold ourselves to our own standards. We share our passion for great beer. And we share our beer with our friends. Sam Adams, be original, stay independent.
I'd say 10.
4 or 5.
12.
How many different beers do you think Sam Adams brews in a year?
I think Sam Adams brews about 10 different beers a year.
I can think of the Boston Lager.
Summer Ale?
Oktoberfest. Terry Wheat.
Ooh, Terry Wheat.
Chocolate Bach.
Are you still pulling them out?
Sam Adams brews over 60 different styles of beer a year.
I'm shocked. This is crazy.
So obviously we were wrong.
I had no idea Sam Adams made this many.
Can I just take them all with me?
This definitely changes my perspective on Sam Adams.
All right, folks, we are back for today's final match, which is going to feature Dick Hanser facing off against Nolan White. As these two are getting things set up here, Nolan, the higher seed, he's going to start the match on the left-hand lane. That means he's going to finish on that tough right-hand lane that gave Stephen Walker some trouble. As Nolan gets a tap right off the bat, solid 9-pin. Nolan, the high-speed, high-rev, two-handed cranker. As he brings that spare back with the T-zone. See how Dick can do in this final match today. See if he can get some redemption. As he's going up the boards on the left-hand side. Great shot, leaving a 7-pin. It's absolutely amazing to me how smooth Dick is. He's got a great game. Classic form. 5-step delivery. And he brings that spare back. So it just goes to show all the frills and speed and revs. You can still knock pins down just by being smooth and up the boards and accuracy. So see if Dick can get on the strike train here and put some pressure on the young cranker. Great shot there by Dick Hanser, getting a break. You got the bucket crumbler, head pin twisting off the sideboard, taking out that dinner bucket, and he's on the strike train. So Dick's got 20 in the first with a strike in the second. Nolan looking to strike himself here as he gets a shaker of his own. Gets the right-handed version of the dinner bucket, head pin flying off the sideboard. So Nolan shredding that rack. As these two are facing off scratch again this week. Nolan with the light mixer again, not getting the break this time. So the left-hand lane's giving Nolan some fits as far as pin carry goes, as he leaves the shaker 7. As he hooks his strike mark into it, brings that spare back. So he has 40 in the second now with a spare up in the third. Dick Hanser looking to take advantage here and double up. Another good shot there by Dick. He just cannot get that corner out. So he's showing a little bit of the carry issues that these guys have been seeing on this right-hand lane. It was the 10 pin for Mr. Walker, and it's the 7 pin now for Mr. Hanser. So let's see if he can stay clean and keep pace in this match. Bring this spare back, and he does. You know what they say, folks. Strikes for the show, spares for the dough. So Dick brings that spare back and keeps pace. But it's looking like he's going to have to get back on the strike train as Nolan White is trying to get dialed in. Dick getting a great break again on the left-hand lane. Head pin twisting off the sideboard, trips out the 4 pin. I'm sorry, the 6 pin. So he took out the 6-9. And he has 40 in the third, or in the second, but 60 in the third. Nolan getting a terrible break. Blind scout on the right-hand lane. He is not too happy about that one, folks. As he changes to the T-zone here. Harder surface friction ball. And he brings that spare back. So as we stated, Dick's got 60 in the third with a strike up in the fourth. Nolan is currently down by a pin with a spare up in the fourth, as he is 59 in the third. And that's a great shot there by Nolan White. Let's check that one out on the Samuel Adams Boston Lager replay. Head pin off the sideboard. Nothing was left on the table. Nolan shreds that rack. So that gives him 79 in the fourth with a strike up in the fifth. Dick Hanser on a strike of his own. And he gets the 7 pin out that time. So Dick getting a key double in this match. Keeping the pressure on. As he's looking for some turkey time here. Let's see if he can keep this strike train rolling. As Dick is throwing a brand new no rules by Roto-Grip. That ball's rolling up great for him today. As Dick's got 3 in a row, he has got some turkey time and the pressure is on. So let's see how Nolan responds here. He's going to have to go toe-to-toe with Mr. Hanser. Great shot there by Nolan, flushing the 1-3. So he's got a double of his own now, looking to make it 3 in a row. As Nolan's getting set here. Nolan making a bit of a mistake. Looked like he raised up on that shot a little bit early, as the ball did not finish, leaving the 2-8-10. And this split is not easy to bring back, folks. As he gets 1 of the 7, goes 8 out. And Nolan has dug himself a hole in this match, as Dick looking to jump on that open with both feet. Let's see what he does here. Well, it's a good shot there again by Dick, but he gets the shaker 10. So he really could have put him away with that one. And he knows it. Shaking his head. But he's got to bring this spare back. He'll stay out of trouble and keep the pressure on. Dick making a critical mistake. Got a little soft on the spare attempt. The ball hooks way past the 10 pin into the channel as he goes 9 out in that frame. And that gives him 147 in the 7th, with his max potential of 237 now at this point. Nolan White currently has 132 in the 7th, with a max potential of 220. So this one's not over yet, folks, as Dick left another 7 pin. Let's see if he can bring this spare back. That changes the complexion of this outlook for him, because with a spare and sheet, that puts him into 220s now with his max potential at 227. So he has let Nolan back in this match. And this is what happened last week. He gave the kid a window and Nolan knocked the door down. But Dick brings that one back this time. So Nolan's got to get something going here. So Nolan goes long again. Caught that inner oil around the 3rd, 4th arrow. It's a little bit heavier than what we're normally used to on a THS. You get inside of it too far and the ball will hydroplane. As he left the dinner bucket, but he covers that up. Seemed the only way to get around that lake, so to speak. That huge gigantic puddle in the middle was to go around it, bank it to the dry, or just directly start out in the dry with something harder. But if you try to play around into that inner pattern, it was hit or miss. But Nolan makes a great pitch here and recovers. So he's got a strike in the foundation 9th frame. With his max potential now in the 2 teens. Dick looking to lock this one up. And he's got the first one here, folks. So he's got the foundation 9th frame strike. There's nothing Nolan can do, as Dick looking to close this match out first. As he's up in the 10th frame here. 2 more strikes and this one is all over. Dick taking a little bit of extra time here. Gathering himself. Wiping the oil off. Gets up there and fires away. Great shot there by Dick Hanser. Key double in this match. As he can still go out for 227. As we stated, Nolan White's max potential is 212. So right now Dick is currently at 187 in the 9th frame. He's got to have this one here, folks, to lock her down. Great shot there by Dick Hanser. Let's check that one out on the Samuel Adams Boston Lager replay. When you need to have one in the 10th for all the marbles, Dick Hanser lets it fly. and shuts it down as Nolan White has been locked out of this match. A decent count here by Dick, and that's all she wrote. Great matchup here, folks, in the finale. Dick shreds the rack again. Great finish by Dick. As Nolan looking just to get out of dodge here, finishing it up. Leaves the 10 pin. But a good showing today by Nolan White. But your winner today is going to be Dick Hanser. As Nolan finishes up here. Leaves the 4-9. Your final score today, Dick Hanser, 227 to Nolan White's 190. Folks, you can catch all this great action on YouTube TV, brought to you by Cincinnati Bell Phi Optics. This King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series has been sponsored by Sam Adams, Pursue Better. Hammer, nothing hits like a hammer. Logo Infusion, the best bowling jerseys in the game. Powerhouse, the professional's choice. And by CheapBowlingBalls.com. The only thing that's cheap is our low prices. Folks, if you like this great action, please be sure to like and subscribe to the King of TV Bowling on YouTube. Thanks for viewing, everyone. Until next time.